Well, you get the darkness because that's where we are now. It's getting a lot darker first thing in the morning. Of course, I'm at work a little bit early because it is Sunday and the camera wants to fall over like it likes to all the time. Let's try and fix that real time. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. On the way to work today, I cannot help but daydream a little bit. And it's funny. I'm not daydreaming about work. I'm not daydreaming about anything else, but what to do with the avatar that we have in VR chat, where I can go with the channel, what we can do, just make people smile. And the thought comes across my mind now. Which do you like better? Do you like this or do you like the goofy bird? Do you like the damn goofy bird? Because I sure do. I can't wait until the shutdown's over so I can get past all the work and just get into content creation and do a lot of other things. And I'm just having a blast right now. I've been talking about a few things in the works, and it's starting to become really real. That's the side of things. This is starting to become a real thing for me, and it's absolutely crazy. Just to think back a few months ago, I had no clue where I was headed. I didn't have a direction on the channel. I didn't have any real sense of what I was going to do other than just wake up, find another article, talk my head off about it, give my opinion on it, and move on. And now I'm sitting here going, I have a true direction. And it really is humbling at that point. I just want to make videos and make people smile and make people happy and just be that goofiness of an avatar and maybe more. Like it's such a different world than where we were, and I can't feel a sense of a real accomplishment at this point. Just going, you know what? I'm putting one foot in front of the other, and I'm hitting the ground running. And that is something I do every day. I'm a very fast walker. Those that actually know me in real life, I know with the family, they don't like walking with me because I walk way too fast. It's something that I've always done, and it's something I'm going to continue doing. I know walking when I walk through the mall, because it's not like I go there every day or anything like that, but when I was a kid, I'd be that kid that would be weaving in and around around foot traffic, and I'd be the one walking very, very fast, almost very swiftly, like a very fast bird at that point. It's kind of funny how many things really do relate to what I found in something in with the VR chat, with the avatar, with the persona at this point. It's kind of bizarre at this point that it took this long, but I guess part of it was always there. It was always something that just didn't really manifest until recently, where you realize, what are you doing? Why do you say, okay, I'm not going to do this because it's icky, it's gross? No, it's not. It's something that just happens to be more performative and more expressive, and that's what I really enjoy about the whole essence of being in an avatar. The three of us that went there on live stream, we ended up going to an amusement park and just riding a few of the rides, though that is completely wild in VR. When you do these rides in real life, you go on these rides, you're like, okay, whatever. I've never gotten that sense of vertigo or that sickness sense of going on an amusement park ride. You do it in VR, oh my God. You got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it. And I got to say, it's been great doing things like that. Just having water. I would hate to know what it would be like if you're like six beers in, or having a blunt or something like that, and you're on your ass already, and then you get on something like that. I don't think you'd be getting up very easily, and you'd probably be in the bathroom for the next hour just hurling your cookies. And that's not something I would suggest, but if you've ever been on an amusement park ride in VR, try it, because it's a crazy experience when you're going on there and you're like, what is going on? Especially when your avatar sits there and flumps over like, I'm here, but you can't do anything about it. It's quite hilarious at that point. And things like that are just the practicality of VR at this point. It's moving forward, I think, at a very, very substantial rate. And there's a lot of things, a lot of accessories that you can get for VR. Oh my God. They were not lying to me when all the new friends, all the people that I've spoken to, this is the most expensive free game you will ever own in your life. There's a reason why VRChat is free, because it becomes the most expensive thing you can ever do. You have that want and desire to do something more. You have that want and desire to turn it into something more. And it's absolutely insane. You know, you guys would have seen the nesting ground video today, and I'm talking about goals. And, you know, I didn't really fully get into it, talking about a possible commission for a suit or something like that. That's in the future. Well, before I look at something like that, I think I'm going to give this a year. I think I need to give this an actual solid year and look at it after the next convention here in Edmonton. I think that's a realistic reflection on where to take things if I really want to go that route. And of course, I am going to another event that is around Christmas, so that'll be interesting in itself. So I will take in an event around Christmas. It is not like I'm traveling far. I do have to travel for it, but I'm not traveling out of province. It's still in province, and it is a bigger event. I don't know how many people go to this one, so we'll have to find out. It's a one-day event, and I will have to take that in and see where it leads. And maybe it'll expose me to a little bit more and just get to learn more about the actual real people behind the scenes in this fandom. But the online space, I have to say, it's absolutely amazing. And I gotta say, there is one thing that I am fearing, and it's not so much that I fear it, it's I just don't know how to approach certain topics or certain things in and around the VR chat style of fandom and the people around it. I have to say, talking to a few people in Discords, there is a large amount of people that are just scared to jump into something like this. And it's all across the board. You're scared just to make friends. And I've friended a lot of people on VR chat, but at the same time, yes, I've friended them. They friended me. It's hard to sit there and click that button. Clicking that button. When you see them online, it is very hard for a person to sit there and click that button and be like, yes, I want to hang out with you. I want to join your instance. And this is, I believe, this feels like a little bit of a failure on the VR chat thing. And I think it would be great if they could add a feature in there where you can do a custom message to someone and say, hey, listen, are you busy right now? Are you actually in something, or would you like friends, or could you have a friend join you? Because they give you a list of pre-scripted things that you can send as a message, but at the same time you're asking for an invite into what's going on, and you don't know what's going on the other side. You just see your friend online and they're in a private instance and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And how, it'd be nice if there was just a little bit more of a personalized message that you can send someone in that system, and then you can kind of get a sense if they're busy or not. And and I'm learning a little bit more slang and lingo, and I think that is that's helping me a little bit more on just learning what certain things mean. And that's where you don't necessarily would be interrupting if you know what's going on. And I think that's part of it. You're in the dark. The communication side of things, yes, you're in a world where you can speak and communicate and everything like that, but the communication side of things, where you're trying to talk to your friends and figure out what's going on, that's where the disconnect I am finding with VR chat is. There is a little bit of a disconnect there. And I think if someone was to sit there and work on something, some sort of maybe third-party app that can pop up in VRChat or something like that, there is other programs out there. Obviously, there's Discord, there's Twitter, there's all these other different messaging apps. But when you're in VR, you're not bringing up those apps to try and message people. You're in VR and you want to say, hey, listen, if you're not busy, I'd like to join you, right? And it's just clicking on that button right now that is holding me back on a lot of things. I see this big friend list that I have right now, and I go, oh, hey, all these people are suddenly in a private instance. Are they all together? I don't know. I can't tell. And is this something that I could join? And I'm finding out after the fact, yeah, I could have joined it and, I want to get to know people a little bit more. And without having to click on those things, it's hard to do something like that. So that's just a little bit of a lesson that I've learned over the weekend. It's you just kind of gotta throw it out there and be like, I don't know if you're busy. I'm going to try and see if I can join you. And that's something that I'm learning very, very quickly for VRChat. I'm just trying to set a level of boundaries, and that's where I'm kind of stuck at right now. I don't know where those boundaries lie, and I hopefully will find them very soon. Anyway, the boundaries of this video have been all over the place, but I do appreciate everyone that comes out here. I am your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow. I'm signing off here. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.